All right, everyone, how was your last 5 minutes? Oh, I don't know. How was your 5 minutes? Awesome. Are you guys ready for some comedy? Yes! All right. Well, please welcome to the stage your hosts of Book People. They are stand-up comedians. They are married. They love silly books. Please welcome Ian and Roya. Hello. And good evening. Thank you so much for coming out in these terrible rains. He doesn't want to come this way. Okay, fine. Okay, I've been chastised. So Ian and I collect a lot of books, and we go to a lot of used bookstores, and we find treasures, and they're bizarre treasures. And we wanted to create a little game show so that we could share some of the strange things that we have found. Yes? Okay, good. I shall continue. And in order to make this even more fun, we invited 3 of our very, very funny friends to take part in this hilarity. And we're going to bring them out now. Okay, so do you guys want to say hi? We'll start.
Hi. Hey.
Hello.
Hello. We're also married.
All 3 of them together all the time.
That's right. Live in a shoe.
Yeah.
Oh, this is Tammy.
This is Evan.
That's Matt.
We practiced that for a long time backstage.
Yes, we have.
Too long.
Do you guys have anything that you want to plug or anything?
Oh, sure.
Matt and I have a show on the 30th of April.
7:30 p.m.
That's a
at
good
the
time.
Visitor Center.
Yep, We're Good, You're Great. Check us out. Find us on Facebook.
Totally
give us a
improvised.
like. Yeah,
Give us a
improvise.
like.
If you want to plan ahead to like June 24th, I think synced
Mark
up
the
as a
calendar.
show. And then rumor is that we might have a show in August, synced up and We're Good, You're Great.
That would be great,
Music
too.
Fest. Who knows?
That would be awesome.
Just check the
There, too.
website.
Just check it. Just
Yes.
scroll.
Keep going. All right, so we will get started with the games. Let the games begin. They are playing for their lives. So,
Oh, no. Here we are?
We just sprung that out of nowhere.
Oh, crap.
I feel confident on that.
Right, so we are going to start with weird sex
Yes.
books.
I was hoping we would.
Well, because we're married. It's not-
Yeah. We are married too, so this is all in the confines of marriage that we have found many weird sex books. They're everywhere. Once you start seeing them, they just pop up everywhere. These are three of them that we have found, and we're going to start. Yeah, we're going to start 3 time periods. We're going to start as far back as possible. 1927
Oh,
with
wow.
Sex and the Love Life. It was written in 1927 by William J. Felding, who is also the author of Sanity and Sex, The Caveman Within Us. Help. And I'll just stop with that one because that's probably the best one. We should find that one.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. So this book is all about sexual hygiene, which
Sounds gross.
it's not about douche, just so you know. It's not sexual. I just don't like it, how it sounds, but apparently it's just supposed to be health, sexual health. Why don't they just say that?
Like cleaning yourself?
I think so, but I think it's also like how you should think about sex too. Like you shouldn't think it's terrible. This is actually a surprisingly progressive book as compared to the one in the 50s that we're gonna have. Like this one is like women should enjoy sex, up until a point.
he was a communist. He hung out with Emma Goldman. But then also.
So
Incest is okay.
yeah, like I guess it was the time of eugenics, and he sort of made an argument that, if a niece and an uncle were both really good at music, and you wanted to, I don't know, breed a virtuoso, maybe that could be an exception. We were like, ew, no.
Which falls under the rational sex series, etc. Probably.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Okay,
probably.
and, so the first kind of little game, and who are you going to start with?
Oh, right, there's a game.
They're all going to get a shot at it. So yeah. Okay, so this is a quote from the book, and you do have a confidence
Awesome.
monitor
Yeah,
here,
so
too,
keep
you don't.
looking. Oh,
yeah.
great. Perfect.
So just take a shot of kind of.
Normally constituted persons at the height.
Normally constituted persons at the height of their sexual powers. It is generally agreed should engage in intercourse not oftener than blank a week. So how many times a week would a normal person at the height of their sexual powers?
In 1927.
Not
1927.
oftener.
An anarchist communist.
Anarchist communist who's okay with incest.
Right.
If it produces great music.
Yeah, but if you have no musical skills, don't
Yeah,
phone your uncle.
Forget it.
So, can you
The height of their sexual powers is going to. I would say not oftener than 2 a week.
Okay.
So you're 2.
I'm gonna be a little sexy and say 4.
I'm gonna go
That's
in the
almost
middle.
every other day.
I'm gonna say 1. I said middle, but I'm gonna say 1.
One.
Yeah.
All right, one of you did get it exactly right.
Is it me?
Twice.
Wow, good for you.
You prude.
Oh, sick.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. Someone read the book.
Yeah, but they don't say
But-
how long it should be.
Yeah. That is true. Yeah, just
7
twice a
hours.
week. Yeah.
The height of their sexual powers, too.
The height.
Actually, the craziest thing is the word oftener. I
Often,
had
not often.
not oftener. I never. Yeah, didn't know.
1927
Or
English.
softener.
He was a communist. He was trying to break. He was breaking all the rules. He doesn't.
All right, next one. You can read it.
Okay. Woman has to be wooed in one unless she is.
Boy.
Now you can come up
Now,
Oh.
what kind of woman does not have to be wooed in one?
A prostitute.
Okay. That is true, but I don't know if it's what he was thinking of.
Okay, then
It's-
that's not my answer.
Ooh.
Unless she must be wooed and won, unless she is. Oh, I think it's another W. Willing.
Oh, okay.
But like that means that people are unwilling, and that's a dark area.
Oh, yeah.
Wooed and won, unless
Unless-
she is. Is it a rhyme? Done.
That's a book
guys
of
wanna-
poems.
I would say wooden one unless she is your sister.
Okay.
But if the sister's great at violin, a woman has to be wooed and won unless she is over 40. Because the book. That's not what I believe.
Right.
Because the book.
Yeah, and I'll give my answer of.
You gave like several. You gave a
I want to
lot.
submit all of them as my answer.
That's fine.
Okay.
Possible. They're not correct. So.
All right, and the answer is, and I actually honestly have forgotten. So.
I know what it is. Bought at the matrimonial bargain counter.
Wow.
Is that like?
Yeah,
at
this is
Sears?
like this is like hit the thing. This is like your your mail order bride. She doesn't need to be wounded one. Apparently anybody you get where you have to, it's close to prostitution, a little bit too close. You do not have to worry about that. And he does say specifically that this is not what we're talking about. Those are not the cases we're talking about in any way in the book. Click it. And we can only hope things turn out for the best.
Well, that's
For
what
those
that is, I
ladies.
guess.
I'm going to give you a 1 just because prostitute's really close.
Yeah.
Wow.
That baby looks happy though.
The
so-
baby's pumped.
Yeah, that was a fun,
Maybe took all that woman's happiness.
sucked it right out.
Where is the bargain counter?
It's on top of a mountain.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it's
Q-Mart.
maybe the table where they decide how much
Is
to
that like in
sell.
the church? Or
Or
where's
there was
the
in
basement?
journals.
In the church basement.
They used to have these matrimonial journals where people would put in like an ad for a wife and
Okay.
what they pay room and board, that kind of thing. So
Wild.
yeah, good times.
So here we go.
Oh, this is the nightmare book.
My Bible.
Yeah, so this is The Sexually Adequate Female, which was published in 1953. You need to explain it because
Okay.
she actually read this entire book.
I read this book and it really was very traumatizing. It's by a psychiatrist. Both my parents were psychiatrists. And it is basically, I like to call it 101 Reasons You Can't Have a Vaginal Orgasm, and it's all your fault. So I found out that I'm sexually inadequate. It was a little bit depressing. I have to say, like every page hurts. In this book, every page hurts. I think the word frigid is brought up about 100 billion times. And I think almost everyone I know by their definition is frigid. So, yeah, and I also found about surgical defloration, which is not sex with a robot. It is Oh boy.
Sexier.
That's how you get rid of a really thick hymen.
Wow.
I didn't know they could get thick.
Yeah, you get
Apparently there are unnaturally thick ones out there. It's just disturbing. If I had found out about that before I'd ever had sex, I'd be like, never gonna do it. Nope. And he said that's one of the reasons women become frigid, and so that we should all be surgically deflorized. Okay.
But it says MD. That's
Yeah,
his name.
yeah, I know. Yeah,
Kinda
yeah.
adds a little credibility.
Yeah.
It does. He's very cruel. He said, basically, the whole idea of this book is if you do not have vaginal orgasms every time you have sex, you are sexually inadequate. And you're probably doing it because you're masturbating. He's just not a nice man. But there was also a whole section on the masculine protest wife. I think I'm a masculine protest wife. That's what I found out. Because I assert a lot.
She does.
I asked him to marry me, about 2 months in. He asked.
Let's wait 2 years.
He did ask for a 2-year waiting period.
I got 18 months. Yeah,
He got 18 months. I gave him 18 months. And I'm a bad housekeeper, therefore masculine protest wife. Okay.
Did they provide solutions to being more adequate?
You'll see. There's
Asking
a
for a
2-word
friend.
solution. There's a 2-word
Can I
solution.
borrow this, or-
Okay, so the first fill in the blank is frigid wives are more apt to be guilty of blank than of blank their husbands.
So blanking, we'll say it, you'll know it's an ing. It's a verb.
Frigid wives are more apt to be guilty of blanking their husbands. Killing.
This sentence is rough.
Frigid wives are more apt to be guilty of.
You go?
Go ahead.
You go?
Go ahead.
Frigid wives are more apt to be guilty of ignoring their husbands.
Yeah, frigid wives are more apt to be guilty of.
You should go like left field.
Yeah, more guilty of
Cooking.
touching.
More guilt.
More guilty. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, but
You can do it.
I'm gonna stick with
That's a good
my one
That's
answer.
a good answer.
All right. The answer,
Touching.
The answer is castrated.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
Yes, this quote is, these women apparently fail to realize that a cutting remark can feel like a knife on the penis.
True.
Where it's,
True.
yeah, I have never been given a cutting remark and
No, my penis.
like,
Yeah, it's usually like the heart.
yeah, the heart, the brain, like the
Yeah.
stomach, like that's where it goes.
Yeah.
Like, pop.
Yeah, no, it's,
No, we don't do that. I have a little.
oh yeah, then she made a little, yeah. All right. What women should know about sex, the importance of the blank blank. It's like a 1-2, it's like a 1-2 punch.
Oh boy.
You guys go first, because I'm taking over. You guys go first.
You're taking over.
I'm like giving too many answers.
Get it. Go for it. You have one. Go for it.
No. Well, women shouldn't. Yeah, you keep going. You going?
Sure. What women should know about sex, the importance of the male mystery.
Very important. Male mystery.
Yeah,
Oh, I have one.
go ahead.
What women should know about sex, the importance of the clean fingernails.
What women should know about sex, the importance of the violinists in your family.
Nice callback.
Nice. Don't call it a callback.
So this is when you ask,
When you ask what women should have in order to become sexually adequate, dun 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 dun, the right attitude. Yes.
It's that
So
easy,
you know
huh?
you're wrong and do anything to fix it. All right, so that one.
Just a change of perspective.
Nature intended a woman to be feminine, affectionate, and passive. And yet, there was also a quote about, you gotta do what the other woman would do to keep your husband in the bed. I'm like, dude, man, one or the other. So it was a very difficult book. I wouldn't have suggested. And the next book, yeah, that's what made me want to do to that guy.
Cut him out.
Now, this is the fun book.
Whoa!
This is the fun book. This is a real cover. Like, we put this up here because this was okay by standards of decency. The Ultimate Sex Book, a therapist's guide to sexual fulfillment by Ann Hooper. This is one of those DK books that usually you get for like recipe books because it shows you step by step. And this came out in 1992, year of Basic Instinct.
First
Didn't
off,
get
his
that.
hand's on her belly, and no one likes that.
I
No one
know.
likes to reach around on her belly.
I know, right? Nobody likes
No
that.
one loves
Trust me, no picture in here is in any way stimulating. There are 338
Not really.
very bad, not good pictures.
It's all like Cinemax quality softcore porn at best, like just blank expressions on the faces. It's written like it's a home improvement guide.
Is that like David Bowie in the corner? Top left?
Yeah.
Who is that? Why is there? What?
I think it's a sleeping lady. Yeah.
Why add that little
Oh.
piece of graphic?
Tiny little.
So we bought this at the Book Barn outside of Westchester, Pennsylvania, and in the back we found folded pieces of computer paper, about 15 pages. They were from 1998, emailed from one man to another, just 1998. If anyone knew someone at the time with the AOL handle Epicurean4, they emailed sex stories back and forth to each other, and then he kept it in the back of this book. Wow. And I forgot to bring them here tonight. They are,
Oh shit.
but they
Like our page, we'll put them up there.
yeah, but the story was a multi-perspective story, how did we describe it? Yeah.
Let's start.
Jenny was driving. She thought about the awesome sex she had with Brad. It was so awesome. It was awesomely awesome. But lately, Brad had seemed distracted.
Because for Brad, the sex wasn't awesome anymore. But then Jenny thought, you know how I'll make this awesome? I'm gonna start. So it becomes like this light bondage fantasy, but it's just like, hey, mister, have awesome sex with me. He said, okay, I'll have that awesome sex with you. And it was, and and then after 7 pages, they're like, that was awesome.
50 Shades of Awesome.
Yeah, and then they high-fived. like we do when we're done.
Needed the right attitude.
So, and then there was like instructions copied off like a forum, like how to tie some people up, and yeah, it was fun.
That took a turn.
Yeah, it was a little much. But well,
Let's back up a second. I gave you a little sneak preview of what's in this book.
I wanted to say something though before that.
Oh, okay. Before we talk about this anus thing. So there were some things in there that they suggested. Like, it was written like a person had never heard of sex, had never heard of it, had never heard of touching people or even looking at another person. Because one of the things it was is a list of things to do when you're trying to get someone to like you. And one of them was looking at them. So it seemed a little basic. But once you got further down the list of what she called warmth moves, one of them was to, let me just make sure I get this right, to suggest quick glances with lip moistening.
It's working, man. It's working.
So I just wanted to say that. And then there's also the map test.
Yeah, so the picture is just a man and the woman just like this. Just squeezing, but with that expression on her face.
Because he's mapping my body from the top of my head. All right, back to the anus.
Okay.
So the whole idea is that you're supposed to exhaustively map your partner. And on a man, you start with the breasts. And then you move to, I forget where, the pubic area. The pubic hair, not even, it's the hair.
You're supposed to
And
play with
then-
the pubic hair.
Yeah. The whole thing about the pubic hair.
Doing this all wrong.
I know. Stage 3 is the penis, right? And stage 4 is the anus.
Stage 4, the anus.
The anus. And
boy.
it begins with, imagine his anus to be a...
Fortress.
Oh,
That is good.
this is gonna be a fun little word association for now we know a lot about you. So.
Just a couple knuckles, whatever.
No thanks.
Your face is very serious.
Really trying to think. I think a beehive.
Like why?
I'm just picturing
Stuff
that.
coming in and out, flying around.
Yeah, zzz,
Okay.
yeah. Lots of buzzing going on.
Can sting you or give you honey.
Yeah.
Imagine his anus to be a shelter.
Shelter.
Safe space.
It's a whole new way to.
Yeah.
There's a whole new way to think of Dylan's shelter in a storm.
Yeah. I mean, that's not my
Somewhere
personal, feeling, but
Yeah. Well, the answer is, of course, a clock.
Why?
Because who hasn't looked at your partner's anus and thought, I bet I could tell time with that.
Is
So-
like directly in 12 o'clock?
Well,
Is it military or is it?
Yeah, military.
imagine his anus to be a clock and press gently but firmly at the hour positions around it.
But there's 12.
Yes, that's 12.
That's a lot of.
So all
That's a lot of. Yeah, ask if any of them feel sensitive, and if they do, remember them when stimulating your partner during later lovemaking. You have to remember them specifically because 3 and 4 o'clock are very different.
What I'd like is this happens outside of like this is like okay, before we have like let's soberly and without passion examine each other's body.
So it's like make eye contact, lick your lips, and then touch his asshole.
Yeah,
quick
and then-
glances.
Well, after
3
you
o'clock.
work your way down the breast and the pubic hair and the penis.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
had to go the whole way.
Wow.
Now I'm curious, like, is there a time that's better than others?
Yeah, like noon.
I guess it's dependent on the person, the clock.
Yeah.
It's true, I guess it's true.
Such a small area.
Yeah, use long fingernails.
Yeah, like how do you how do you distinguish between 4 and 3? Like
Oh, you can feel the difference between 4 and 3.
Exactly.
I'm always sleepy at 7.
All right, this one is ask him which side he prefers to blank his penis.
Oh.
This is in stage 3.
Stage
Which
3.
side he prefers?
Which side he prefers to shift his penis?
Yeah.
Shift.
Are you gonna share an answer? I'm gonna say tuck.
Tuck and roll.
Right?
Very good.
Don't you guys like tuck it sometimes? I don't know.
Could be a tuck, I guess. Ask him on which side he prefers to explode.
I mean, why not? One answer was clock. Why not?
The answer is where.
Well, that's like a tuck.
Where?
It's a good time.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
But
Thank you.
I feel like when they using the word wear means like it's visible in some way because like it's an accessory. It's like oh, I got to make sure they know it's to the left, to the right.
Right. Be like it's legitimate.
As his wife, I need to know that information too, for some reason. That's what I like about it. And we had to sit there for a while and think about it, didn't we?
the answer. I had to think. I was like, oh.
We had to come together and think of that ourselves.
like
Which side?
And what did you decide on? Good for you.
Left.
Left-handed.
Yeah, guys, do you have any?
Straight and narrow down the middle.
Wow.
Inside of myself.
Okay, great. Perfect. See, and that's
like a button.
important information for people to know. See, we don't really wear anything to which side, but yeah, I want to look at someone and go, on which side do you prefer to wear your penis when dressed?
Yeah, like what?
Like that's for me and my tailor. And yes.
So this is a section of the book where, like, really most of the book, the nipples are so like they've washed it out.
Is that
He had to
gravy?
wash it out. Yeah.
Oh,
I
it's
didn't
honey.
wash it out, and he was just like, "Honey, we can't put nipples up." And I was like, "But they're so light," and he was like, "No." So Ian put the bar there, but her nipples are like,
A little honey
yeah.
syrup.
But the thing is what we couldn't figure out for the. What do you think that food is?
Swedish meatballs.
General Tso's chicken.
I was like, why are they like having sexy time with spaghetti and meatballs?
It's like glazed carrots and some pilaf or something.
This is what people do when they get home from IKEA.
If you look real careful, it is cherries and like whipped cream. But
Oh, yeah, cherries.
but yeah, but it looks
That's a
like
lot of cherry. That's like $24 a cherry.
Why is what's the gravy boat?
I think that's
That's honey.
honey
that
or
is
syrup.
okay. Probably gravy. Yeah, so just hot.
A lot of it.
Yeah.
They need to put down a tarp.
So all this censoring is happening too in the book. Like you guys didn't censor this.
I
This is just
censored this,
Oh, you
yeah.
did. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
you should have censored that gravy. It's disgusting.
you're right. Yeah, I actually, yeah, that's worse than having to see her.
The thing about this book is that most of it is so washed out. It looks like they're like in this very bright sort of place. So like her nips are like so like it's barely visible. So I was just like, we could just have them, and he's like, no.
Yeah, it's like photos they have at Holiday Hair.
Yeah. So like
Or like
so
when you imagine
white.
heaven being like.
But yeah, these are the palest people on earth. And the thing is I don't know about the women, but the men are just the last thing I'd want to see naked. No, this one. It's very
I like the little
disappointing.
towel on his leg. That was a nice touch.
Yeah.
So something to
That's-
lean on.
That's the one you can watch
While you have
play with his
gravy on
nipples
your
in
breasts.
another section. Yeah, okay. Well, that's that. That's the love of sex and joy and whatever it was. Yeah. Those are the ultimate sex book, you know.
And now we're going to transition from this, the food thing, to now, yes, the horrifying food, yeah. To,
Oh my God.
and we're now transitioning to disgusting food books, so.
There was a point in time when America fell in love with the concept of the wiener and also aspic, and sometimes put them together. This monstrosity was called the Crown Frankfurter Surprise, which sounds like a movie, right? The Crown Frankfurter Surprise, or something.
Like a 007 movie.
Yeah, definitely like an
I thought it was a
escape.
heist movie.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sounds like a heist
Sandra
movie.
Bullock.
Sounds like a heist movie. Now, so your game, where did you go? Your game is going to be to name that meat.
Oh boy.
Because this meat has a name, and I want you to name it. And also, if you can explain how those olives got there, also. That's extra points.
A pork loaf.
Olive surprise.
The Lancaster loaf.
Okay, so this is from the Southern Living, the Meats Cookbook from 1971, and it was known as Devil Pot Roast.
Oh.
Are those eggs?
Those are eggs, not olives.
Those are olives.
I thought they were egg because it was devil, because I thought it was like devil.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And is that roast beef?
So this is a big old chunk of beef. And they made slits in this beef, and they shoved olives in it.
And then they poured that gravy on some lady's boobs.
Yep, they did. And they cooked this beef until it was no longer in any way edible.
That is well done.
And it had eyeballs. It's the deviled pot roast. It should just be the devil's pot roast. Okay, so this part.
Why is
So there are some things that were done with bananas in the 60s and 70s that should not have been. They should not have been. And this is one of them. And so I want you.
Is that hollandaise?
I want you to tell me what you think it is. And your guess is
Yeah.
hollandaise and
Yeah, and ham.
and ham.
Well, I'm gonna say. You have an answer? You wanna go?
No, it sounded like you were making
I'm
a
gonna go-
thought.
Yeah, I'm gonna go a different route. I don't know. I'm gonna say turkey and cheese.
Turkey and
Like
cheese.
a lunch on the go for a businessman.
You didn't see the accidental click that revealed.
No, I didn't.
Okay, good.
Oh.
I accidentally clicked ahead.
Real quick.
Oh.
Like this is like okay. I have a theory. I'd like to share. This is called like a divorced dad breakfast. Kids are looking for the weekend, and you're like, oh, we have a soccer game. We got to get food in you quick. This is you would serve this.
Yeah, what's a couple food groups?
Because it's
It's on the go. It's a fruit,
It's based on bananas.
meat, and
So
cheese.
weekend dads, weekend brunch.
Yeah. Yeah. Divorced dad weekend brunch.
Okay.
That's my answer.
I will say bananas and ham, because that's what I initially thought. And there seems to be melted smoked Gouda.
Oh, interesting.
Give it back.
Okay.
So ham and bananas is what I clicked through, but yes, it is.
It's hollandaise.
Oh, wow.
I think everybody gets points though.
What do they call those eggs that when it's prepared like that with eggs? Eggs Benedict, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
So it's eggs Benedict with bananas.
Oh, a little
It's so bad.
salty, a
That's
little sweet.
disgusting.
It's so bad.
Mm.
It's people used to eat this all the time.
Did
I
they?
like you all.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks.
You guys spot on. You had a really good backstory.
Thank you.
And I like.
I'm just a compulsive liar,
you're
so I
also-
just make up things.
Okay. So the
Okay,
next
moving
thing-
on is,
So they did it again. A little differently this time.
No.
It was worse. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So those are bananas. We agree they're bananas.
Yeah. Come up with a name for it because I think
Okay.
we know there's very few ingredients to this nightmare.
I'm gonna call it monkey sushi. It's like
That's a good one. Thank you.
It is Luau Supreme.
Yeah. Surfing nanner.
Yeah.
Okay. My guess was
That-
oh, well, that's fine. That's not great.
That's not great. Herring.
yeah. Click. That was mine.
Ah, thank you. Oh, well done.
Because a different square.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, fine.
I just random. I'm deciding how good I think they are. Now the next one.
Yes, that would be a banana that has been inserted into some pineapple rings and served with berries. And this was a thing you should give to your family. So, what would you guys call this?
Initial thought. South of the border. Surprise. Like the, like the place.
Yeah.
The place or the restaurant?
Like the roadside America.
Yeah.
On your way home from Myrtle Beach.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
I thought you meant in South Dakota.
Oh, that too. That was, yeah.
Bananas tropical.
Okay.
The barbell.
Okay.
Oh,
Wait.
that's good. You could have said bananas tropicanas.
Oh.
Just giving notes.
Next time.
You could have said this. Hey, next time try to say this. It's gonna be
Next
better.
time.
Be better.
So they just called it banana pineapple salad,
Okay.
but I like to call
Classic.
it /sex ed tools. What did you call it? Cock rings?
it looks like cock rings around a banana.
We're not giving sexy answers. I think we'll be giving sexy answers.
Yep.
I'm the dirty girl.
Got it.
I'm doing like roadside America bits.
I am giving sexy answers.
For you.
That's what I've been giving, yep.
What is it made of?
What is it made of besides gelatin and despair? Knorr's, you can click it once. Knorr's, or Knox, I'm sorry, Knox On Camera Recipes was a little book we found, and it was filled with horror. And it was just things that you would not put together ever now. And I don't know why then, unless people, I don't know what was wrong with them, honestly. I just want to I want to find someone from that era and say, why would you put these foods together? But they did, and then they put them in molds, and then they served them to people cold as salads. So,
Somebody painted this.
no, this was the photograph.
That's not a photograph.
Yeah, that's the problem was his photography back then wasn't great. So food not only was disgusting, but it was
It looked bad.
It was lurid. It was lurid. It looked like a horror show.
So I think that there's cucumbers.
Yeah.
Well, that's on top, but you have to say what's inside it.
What is inside are walnuts and ricotta cheese.
Yeah, I think that there's tuna in there with cranberries.
Yeah. Initially, I was thinking this is a big old thing of salad dressing. I think that was gonna like melt down into the salad. But I'm gonna go with dessert roux. Thank you, and do like vanilla ice cream and like chopped up cherries.
Ready for the reveal?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, no point for ricotta.
no.
This guy knows his chunky cheese.
Hit the button again. So there's cottage cheese in this, which has been put with gelatin and milk
Oh, God.
and French dressing and frickin' beans, people. Frickin' beans and cabbage.
I I
That
guess it's
happens.
hearty enough for a lunch. Like,
This is hearty. This is real hearty. And then everybody's going to have to go to different areas of the house afterwards because they've just eaten beans and cabbage.
also,
with
that's
milk.
6 servings. That's a lot. That's 6 servings.
It's all slices. Yeah,
Milk
slices.
and cabbage and beans
Little-
and milk
little
and
wedge.
oh god, it's a nightmare.
What is a
So,
luncheon versus a lunch?
I
Someone clear it up for me.
Luncheon, I think, is with coworkers.
I thought it was with
A
fancy ladies.
Yeah. Like I feel like lunch can be on your own. Yeah, luncheon is like you're gonna put clothes on and go somewhere.
I thought it was
Put
like
clothes
fancy
on.
ladies had to do it.
Got it.
Anybody know what a luncheon
Lunch
is?
You're naked. Luncheon, you're wearing
Understood.
clothes.
Luncheon, you can't be wearing your
Castration
jammies.
guy? Castration guy? Do you know?
Imagine dressing. You're dressing up for a luncheon, and that's what's served at your luncheon.
That's what's gonna be served at mine. I'm sorry.
This is a typical thing served at luncheons in that time period. And that's lettuce, my God. So this is something I call unspeakably aspicable. If you go online and just put in the words aspic in food, a litany of joy will come your way.
I don't think joy is the right word.
Let's see the first piece of joy.
Oh, boy.
Oh yeah, you gotta love it. I want you to tell me.
Fuck.
I want you to name it.
I know it. Oh.
Name that sucker, and you can say if you think what's in it too.
Spring skulls.
Spring skull?
Spring skulls.
Skulls.
Skull.
Like a bone?
Skulls, like a bone. Like the big
Oh,
bone.
spring skull, like a rock band.
Yep.
I will name it Jason.
And it should not be? Yes.
I'm gonna name it Salad Bar Supreme. Cause it's like a lot of salad bar things.
Is that a meatloaf with radishes around it?
I love meatloaf.
It's,
No.
this is worse.
No.
SpaghettiOs? And that little face up front looking at you?
Yeah, look at that guy. Oh, he's happy as shit.
That one still bothers me.
Yeah, I want you to.
So that is that?
No, it's just
Oh.
another one.
Oh.
And then we'll show you what they are. But I just wanted that. I wanted you to have 2 of them come at you.
Yeah.
So it's the second one is obviously spaghetti and chalk.
You gotta cut
Spaghetti
that
nose.
That little guy's cute up front
He's
though.
cute.
one.
Yeah,
I didn't see him before, but now, yeah.
That's all I can look at.
He's really making the whole thing look good.
There's a lot of them if you tilt your head. A lot of cuties in there.
Oh, one's kind of scared on the side, though, yeah.
Yeah, he's nervous. He doesn't want to be in what he's in. I wonder how big it is, because it doesn't look like it's big.
It's
6 servings.
It's fair. Yeah, nice for
It's always 6 servings, no matter how big. or
nice for a
small it is.
luncheon.
Yeah.
It does. It looks like a bunch of tortured souls inside gelatin.
It does. It's like if hell were a Jello mold.
It might be.
Yeah.
okay. So I feel like I've gotten at least some kind of. Do you have a specific name you would give it?
Look out.
Look out luncheon.
Look out luncheon.
Oh, okay. All right. So,
You're helping me.
We're married.
We're married.
so the first one is the aspic glazed lamb loaf, as everyone should know, right? Everybody knows.
So
that.
it's lamb. I like meatloaf.
That's lamb,
But then suspended in gelatin is
No.
and it's. I don't know if they.
then
I
radishes.
think they
Yeah.
crushed it up, and then.
So then you cook it and then you put the gelatin on it.
Oh my! I haven't told them what's on top, so I call it that. That's what I didn't know what you would do here. Those are Vienna sausages. I
Yeah.
understand that. My mother eats them out of a can.
I mean, that kind of makes sense though.
Adds a little smoky element.
It's,
Gourmet.
it's truly, it's,
How do they? Yeah, a good question. How do they make the lamb? Like they cook the lamb, they put it on top. Like do they like pour it on top later?
Yeah. So what happens is they have these molds,
Ugh.
and I think that they put in the mold. They put in some of the gelatin, and then they put in the food, and then they
Oh, it all
cover it with
cooks
the rest of the
together?
gelatin. No, they have to put these packets of gelatin into water on heat, and then turn them into a sticky liquid, and then that liquid goes into the mold, and then they put in the food, and then they put in more of the liquid.
Farm to
And then they
table.
put it in the fridge. And then,
So
yeah.
it's kosher, is what you're saying.
And it's unspeakably despicable.
Yuck.
And then the next one is just because I wanted to scare you.
Aw.
Did they give him olives for
Yeah, they
eyes?
did.
Replace the eyeballs.
Shrimp on top,
Yeah.
shrimp on top, olives for eyes. That's a salmon with a trout face, I think. Or is this
Ew.
trout with a salmon
It's
face?
got a little like hairdo.
Yeah, and a hairdo. Yeah,
Oh, I missed the hairdo.
yeah.
A little something that was mouth like, hey,
It
a
was a
little
rough
cigar.
time. It was a
Yeah,
rough
it
time.
was just the 50s, the 60s, like, I don't, yeah.
Time.
And
Well,
then
that
are
would
those
be
like
the
raviolis?
centerpiece of any party for sure.
Yeah.
Have all your friends come over and talk about
And
the
it's
meal
cut-
that you
yeah.
Someone
made.
holds this and walks out.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
And it's like a little, it was cut like a hoagie.
So this, so Evan,
Yeah.
you should do great at this.
Oh, yes.
Evan
Why,
has
'cause
a
you're a
Pennsylvania
liar?
Dutch wife, apparently, or with that in her background. This is 2 superstitions and a lie. Basically, we found a book of Pennsylvania Dutch folklore, and it had crazy shit in it. So, 2 of the things that are on there will be true superstitions, and the other one will be a lie that we made up. And you'll have to decide which is the craziest, which is not the crazy thing, or which is the crazy thing that's not true. Go!
And you see, these are Pennsylvania Dutch?
Yes.
Okay.
Pennsylvania
Deutsch?
Germans.
German.
Yeah.
Sorry.
From American Germanica Press. So, the first one. If you bathe a child in fresh buttermilk during the full moon, no witch can hex it.
That sounds good.
If you lay a bewitched gun into a creek, the witch can't urinate until she comes to you for forgiveness. And finally, if you are boiling soap and a witch happens along, the soap will be bewitched.
All right.
One of these we made up.
Which one did we make up?
Which happens along with the gun in the creek is the lie.
It's a lie. And Tammy?
Oh, I'm gonna say, C. It's like Spanish.
I think if you bathe a child in fresh buttermilk during a full moon, no witch can hex it.
But
It's
this
a
is the
lie.
incorrect one?
I think
Yeah.
that's a lie.
Okay.
Yeah, this is good. They all picked a
All
different one.
picked different
Yeah.
ones, yeah.
The one we made up was
That was.
A. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy. I've tried it.
Oh yeah, that bewitched gun in the creek is what
And
spawned this whole
doesn't
thing.
work.
It's just like, it's like
Yeah, that's true. It's totally true. She has to
The
give
witch
her-
can't urinate until she comes to you for forgiveness.
Yeah, everyone knows that.
and Roy has done some research. Yeah,
Bewitched
oh, but this,
soap.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
that
just,
is bewitched soap.
yep. So.
Gorgeous.
That's
bad.
Pretty on the nose.
Is that from Etsy?
Yes. Yes, it definitely is.
All right.
And the next one. Child will not have convulsions.
A child will not have convulsion if it eats the first hailstone after its birth.
Uh-huh.
Oh, what if they're born like
What?
in like July? Oh, you can have
You just have to wait. Washing children with urine makes them handsome.
Yes.
A child should not be put to bed with milk on its lips, lest a witch's cat come to suckle. Which one do you think is a lie?
I mean, I would hope that the washing children with urine makes them
Yeah.
handsome is the lie.
That's your answer?
That's my answer.
I think that too, but I'm gonna pick a different one. I'm gonna do the suckling.
Suck one, yeah. Suckling.
I picked the hailstone one, A.
The true lie, or the one that is a lie, is
Yeah.
suckling. The others, okay, so the thing about urine, it comes from somewhere. Urine used to be something people washed with and they would put on their teeth, specifically to make them whiter. The Romans really liked buying urine to use on their teeth, and they specifically thought Portuguese urine was the best.
There's also a nice butt crack in that.
Yes,
You're
it
seeing
actually
a lot
is a
of
butt
things that aren't there. That's
No,
nice.
it does seem to have a butt crack.
Glasses on.
An itching anus means a good butter year.
Always has.
Burning human feces causes a sore anus. The itchier the anus, the longer the winter.
You can go first this time. You go first.
Let's see here.
Think about anuses. What do you know
I
about
am.
anuses?
I know that they're clocks and they like to be pressed. I would
Sore
say.
anus,
I
an
would.
itchy anus.
Yeah, okay. I would say the itchier the anus, the longer the winter.
I was thinking that as well. But I am gonna go for because burning human feces, I feel like that might like trigger your butt to hurt. I'm gonna go B.
Based on how long this winter has been.
And your itchy butthole.
And my itchy butthole, I'm gonna go with
Jesus.
a good butter year. I mean, we haven't determined. It's yet to be determined if it's a good butter year. So that's the lie.
You don't hear about that anymore.
No,
huh?
it's a good or bad butter year.
Yeah.
The lie is the itchy or the anus longer the winter. Was that you?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So here's the thing about butter and anuses. So I looked this up, and the only thing that I could find about itching anus and butter quality came from the Psychoanalytic Review in 1920, which had every single one of these things that were in the Pennsylvania German thing, and then something about it. So the unconscious association is between butter and feces. Doesn't say why, it just says that it is. There you go, butter and feces.
What I like about that is every time you're thinking about butter, you're not really thinking about butter. If that's one thing we can put in your head, like if you're just there like, man, I could really go for some butter. Like, no, that's not what you...
Go for a butthole.
If a fork falls before a woman is to be confined, she will bear a son.
What is confined? I mean, like
She's
something else?
pregnant and you have
Okay.
to lock her up, I think.
What? Because she's pregnant?
I think so. I think at the end they kind of like go in this room and don't come out.
Oh.
Until you got a
They
baby.
thought they were like werewolves then.
Yeah.
So they locked them.
Don't come in. Don't come out till you have the baby.
Coitus with a red-haired woman cures diarrhea or dysentery.
Or dysentery, yeah.
Happy about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
If a woman is jovial during coitus, she will bear a son, if not a daughter. Which is like, you can't have
Either
it both
or.
ways with that one, yes.
I mean, knowing my own mother, and as a daughter, my answer. No.
Which one is the lie?
I would say B.
I'm gonna also say B.
Okay, copiers. I'm gonna go C.
And the lie is B.
Yes.
The actual true statement for that.
Is that it causes it. Okay, Dutch, not nice people. They did not like the gingers. Okay.
Not clapping now, are you?
And then this was just something I noticed I liked is it's a plump wife in a big barn never did a man any harm. Okay. And now the last part.
That's amazing.
The last part. We come to the last part of the evening, which is judge a book by its cover. And since we have 3 of the best improvisers I have ever seen in my whole life, I wanted them to have some time and room to do some improvisational humor based around these books that we found. And the first one is Space Murder. This is, you click it on. One-star student of her training class, Captain Liz Laika, is now an outcast, a casualty of a family scandal, now stuck in the worst post in the fleet. She should keep her head down, but when a cerulean passenger is found decapitated and Liz is framed for a murder, she has no choice but to fight for her life. No easy feat when she's facing kidnapping, ship-eating whales, horse-sized spiders, and a corrupt fleet of officers with personal vendettas. In the middle of the intergalactic murder drama, her ex-fiancé reappears. At no point
And the dinosaur.
at no point is the dinosaur mentioned. Nope. And also not whatever, if that's a chihuahua or a cat, it looks like both. And whatever that is, we don't know.
The box with the red circle,
Not important.
Okay. So should we put up all 3 and then have them?
Yeah, leave it. Do you want do one by one or?
Let's do one by one, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
so let's-
I mean, there's a lot there.
There's a lot to unpack, yeah.
Just throw it away.
Just the mic drop. Don't touch my points. Let go of it.
Hey, Roger, I'd appreciate if you left all your personal business at home.
Is that us? Oh.
Roger. It's really affecting the workspace. It's making
sorry.
everything worse, okay? It's taking all your personal vendettas and leave them at home and, argue with Hal otherwise.
I told you if we were going to go to space, I was going to bring my vendettas.
Yeah, but you know what? We're in space now and we can't do anything about it. We have to work together.
We can talk to them though. Come on.
Please report to the pod bay.
All right, don't.
Pod Bay.
Now, don't get all crazy.
I can't help myself.
Hal is also homesick. You're both homesick.
You're not homesick? You have
No,
nothing else.
I left my family on
Come
purpose.
on. On purpose?
Yeah, on purpose.
You have a great family.
I wanted to hurt them.
You always say that every time.
I do. And
Please report to the pod bay. We will be handing out letters from your families.
There you go. See, I'm sure they wrote you something. The kids probably did some crafts for you.
My kids don't have a talented bone in their body for shit.
Come on. I've seen their work.
No, they're bad. They're bad.
They're bad.
They're real bad.
Well, I'm hoping from a letter from my nana.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go out on the pods.
I'm just gonna go to the pod. There's just like a lot of noise for being in space. There's like nothing, not much out here going on, and there's just constant noise. You know, it's just like. Yeah.
Warning. Warning. There's been a breach. There's a whale on the ship.
Again.
I repeat, there's a whale on the ship. A space whale.
In that case.
Hey, you're not gonna believe this, but
What?
it's cerulean passage has just been decapitated.
What?
You're gonna have to take the fall for it, though.
Again?
I'm out of here. I'm going into a pod. I'm gonna reconnect with my family. That's a good idea. Yeah. Thanks. Hey, enjoy space. Enjoy the rest of space.
All right. It's just like a lot of work. You know, it's like going to space. There's like murders. There's like pods. There's a dinosaur that no one's talking about. And it's just a lot.
General Milius's hairless cat is missing.
Oh,
I repeat, General Milius's hairless cat is missing.
Venus. Oh.
It's me, your ex-fiance.
What are you doing here?
I should ask you the same question.
You know I'll go to space whenever I can.
Yeah, you like to float around space.
I love it. I love being weightless.
Nice feeling, isn't it?
Right. It's like I have no cares anymore.
Look,
You broke my heart. You know that, okay? And now you're here. The one place that makes me happy, space.
Now serving Tang in the rec
Oh
hall.
my God, I gotta get there.
I was thinking the same thing. You want to share a glass of Tang together?
Got to that.
Cheers.
You ever notice how those droids do a lot of unnecessary movements?
Yeah. Doesn't
Doesn't
really
seem
show it
efficient.
off.
Doesn't seem efficient.
No. How have you been?
Oh,
You look okay.
yeah, I feel okay.
You look good.
Look, I need some money. Just a couple bucks.
All right. For what? You gotta tell me for what.
Well, homestead back on Malformandia.
Our homestead
Our homestead.
that you made me leave.
I did it on purpose, okay?
What?
There was a big solar flare that was gonna break, and it did. And everything's gone.
You saved my life.
I see.
Liz, did you freaking eat my fucking lunch?
You had that mold again that I liked.
That's it. That's it.
What?
This whole ship's coming down.
Stop.
Going into the I'm gonna crash it.
I need his. He makes these molds, right? And they have like all like things you wouldn't think that would go together. Mayonnaise, SpaghettiOs.
What about him crashing the ship?
He always says that. He doesn't even know where the ship steering wheel is.
Warning, warning. Entering atmosphere unsuitable for human life. Warning. Beep, 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 beep.
Looks like we're approaching a planet.
Yeah. Where they speak. Beep, boop, boop, boop.
Ah, yes, that language. No place for us. Well, anyway, I need a couple bucks.
Okay.
Anything you can give me.
Fine. Okay. This can't be something that happens.
Your
all-
son misses you.
Here's a letter from him. And an art project.
He made this pottery?
Yes, it's made out of skulls from Kakawatsus. You know, those pesky little creatures back on Malformandia.
Yes. Wow. Let's just read the letter out loud. I'll read it.
I read it already. I proofread it.
You proofread this?
Mhm.
There's still lots of mistakes.
Not too bright. That.
Hey Liz, the captain wants to see you about a cerulean murder.
Shit, again?
Hey, what are you doing here? How did you get here?
I was in my pod.
You were sleeping the whole time?
Yes.
You missed all the big spiders?
Did you take care of that whale on board?
Yeah, it almost ate the whole ship.
Really, from inside?
From inside. You shouldn't be doing bio things inside this huge ship, okay? And that was your idea.
What are you giggling at?
Huh?
You're giggling.
Oh, no, I'm not.
What are you up to?
Nothing.
Hey, what? Spaceship's no place to joke around.
I'm really going on a murder spree. It's two people now. I could do whatever I want. Space is lawless. Space is lawless. Always gets better, that tang.
All right.
That was awesome, guys. Now we got the next one for you. I think you'll really enjoy. The Otter of Death.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so this is book 5 in a series of animals that are associated with death.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I forgot to use microphone. Okay, go. First one was the anteater of death. That anteater was framed for murder. Second, koala of death. It just happened to be around. 3, llama of death. It didn't actually stampede somebody, but they thought it did. Puffin of death. Somebody just fell down on a puffin burrow and died. Okay, but the otter of death, while taking the yearly otter count at a marsh near Gun Landing Harbor, California, zookeeper Theodora Teddy Bentley, I happen to know this, sees Maureen, her favorite otter, swimming around clutching someone's expensive smartphone. When Teddy rescues the device, she discovers a photograph of a murder in progress, and not that clam that's on there. A hasty search soon turns up the still warm body of Stuart Booth, PhD, a local marine biology instructor.
All right, so we have the otter in custody, and we're going to question him as best as we can. I know it sounds stupid. I get it, but
How are we going to question an otter, Ace? I mean, you keep saying it, but it doesn't make any freaking sense. We don't have an otter that can talk to another otter. It's not going to know anything.
Well, we can do our best, can't we?
Good luck getting an otter this time of night.
Just leaning? Look, we'll bring him in, we'll interrogate him, and we'll ask to see his phone. He's got a tight grip on it. Maybe a little seaweed will sweeten the pot.
This is what you're. Do you hear what you're doing?
What?
You're taking away that otter's rights. He doesn't have to show us shit. What kind of cop are you? You've changed now that you're a sea cop, dude.
We got to adjust. This is a whole new line of copping. Right? We're still trying to find our footing.
Yeah, you know, WWF, World Wildlife Federation's been all up our ass. Now we gotta police, like we don't have enough problems. We gotta police otters and koalas and llamas of death.
Yes, I know. It's on the board.
once you told me about this detail.
Look, he's right outside. Just bring him in, talk to him. I know he won't talk back, but we gotta try and get that phone from him. Word is that he filmed it. He filmed the murder on
What kind
the
of
phone.
sick fuck films that?
Look, are you for this otter or are you against this otter?
I'm all over the place.
You
man.
are.
I am. I'm overworked. I'm overworked.
I understand.
It's been 45 hours, a 45-hour work week. It's 5 more hours than a normal work week.
I know it's not a glamorous part of policing, but we are now, sea cops.
Fine. Bring him in here.
You
I'm
think
gonna bash him over his fucking little otter head. Makes me sick.
Thank you for coming in.
Yeah. I've seen some shit in that waiting room, okay? You guys got walruses. You got, sea urchins. You got
We
dolphins.
got killer whales too. What of it?
Yeah, just, all in that room.
They're orcas.
Killer whales to me.
It's just like, there's a lot of shit going on in that waiting room, okay?
All right, well, sorry you were uncomfortable. We're still trying to find a best way to handle this situation.
Can I get
Okay.
you anything? Piece of wood?
Don't be so condescending.
Maybe some seaweed?
Is that kelp?
Yeah.
I guess so. Seaweed, that much I know.
I'll take some kelp and some warm salt water.
You guys start recording this.
So, you are in possession of a cellular telephone. Yeah, right there.
Right here.
We would like to have it to see what's on the phone.
I bet you would.
We would.
I found this, okay? I was out for my swim, doing my laps.
Were you on your back?
Not yet, because I like to go on my belly, and then I find some oysters, and then I like to go on my back, I like to bang it on my belly.
What are the oysters at?
They won't talk.
Fucking oysters, man. I swear to God.
They'll talk. They'll talk. All you gotta do is prime up.
Just let me add them.
And I'm out for a swim. I see something in the water. It says Tinder. Pick it up. Swipe. See some other stuff, Is there more of this kelp or?
Yeah, there could be more. Yeah.
Okay.
Just hand over that phone.
I'd love to. Yeah.
Why not?
Some stuff in there I don't think you want to see.
Tired of these animal games.
Come on.
Quit playing such awful games.
I heard about you.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What?
You-
I'm overworked?
Hey, calm down. Arturo, have another cigarette.
I heard about you. You used to be in the bird division.
So what of it?
You couldn't hack it.
What? What do you mean?
All the flamingos went free after that one case, okay? You couldn't get the flamingos. They're flightless birds.
Their legs bend backwards in a way that's weird.
It confused him.
Okay? Say, I heard about you. And you're up for sheriff, right?
Yeah, that's right. You heard about my campaign?
Yeah.
Well, I could use all the votes.
It's not gonna be the same without you, boss.
What?
It's not gonna be the same without you.
God, you're a mess. You're a mess, Franklin.
We don't even get overtime.
Look,
Yeah.
bottom line is you're an otter. And we can overpower you pretty easily. I think we've been very patient.
Do you know how slippery I am? Just try to touch me. Try to touch my shoulder.
Don't do it. Don't.
I gotta be
Please.
okay.
Hey, this is you're
I gotta
about
be
to
okay.
retire. After this, don't touch
What?
the
What's
honor.
wrong?
No, don't. Don't touch him.
Touch my shoulder.
No.
$1 million baby!
Sword! No!
Oh, no, I broke my neck, you idiot!
You son of a bitch!
Right, yeah, you're done now.
When you've had enough, just
Yeah.
like a smattering of class.
You paid for parking. Let's
All right, we got one last
One last one.
book cover, The Firefighter's Secret Baby by Anna DeStefano. This is part of the Atlanta Hero series. What Romance Should Be, which Roya realized later, taking a close look at it, is about a different book. The Russian Times book reviews of The Unknown Daughter. This is not The Unknown Daughter, this is... Okay.
the Russian romance.
This is the larger print edition, yeah, so...
Super romance.
Yeah, super romance. So one night has big consequences. She's a captivating woman who catches his eye immediately. They spend one steamy night together, but in the morning she's gone. Flash forward 9 months. Firefighter Randy Montgomery is the first emergency responder on the scene of an accident. As he pulls out a very pregnant woman from the wreck, he recognizes her, Sam Gianfranco. What a twisted sense of humor fate has. Because not only is Sam about to give birth, but she's also in a pile of trouble. Police protection and bad guy chases. I just love bad guy chases. Bad guy chases kind of trouble. Another man would walk away, not Randy. A single glance at Sam and his baby, and he's in for this for the long haul, and he'll do whatever it takes to keep them all safe.
God, come on.
Hey, that car in front of you has a baby on board sticker.
Oh my gosh.
You should ram it.
I think people are always lying, yeah? They're like, baby on board to like excuse their shitty driving.
Yeah, you should just ram it.
Alright,
Just knock it off the road. I hate that sticker.
I'll turn the car off.
Man, what a sweet ride.
Take
A hot rod.
It's a Honda Civic. You strap yourself in. Wait, you gotta open the door. It's one. Hang on. You gotta open the door.
Oh, and then it comes. Ah, it's automatic.
Yeah. You go. You feel safer.
A little bit. You're a real safe driver.
Thank you. I take it seriously, you know.
You do.
I landed on my feet, but you didn't. You okay? Buddy? You're supposed to cover my shift tomorrow, so. Shit. Alright, we'll just call for help, I guess. I mean, you're dead, huh? You're dead? Your neck shouldn't be at that angle, so you're probably, even if you're alive, you're not gonna wanna be.
This lady's pregnant. There's a pregnant lady up here. She's having a baby.
Any minute, really. Just keep forgetting that.
Hey, my buddies are handling that car. You okay?
Yeah.
You pregnant too?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep.
Are you faking it?
Yeah, it's just a tell
What?
Yeah. I'm not pregnant, I just use it for the discounts. And the good parking spots at Giant.
That work?
Yeah. You should try it.
This guy's not okay. This guy's not okay.
Look how his neck is bent. I think
that's
even
not
if he
good.
is alive, he's not gonna wanna be, you know?
You know, when someone's neck is broken, you should always perform CPR. Learned that when I was a sea cop.
Like out in the water?
Yeah.
And now you're on land?
Yep.
That's like a promotion, right?
Yeah, I guess I graduated.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah.
Oh.
So wait, what did she look like? She had a fake belly?
Yeah, she had a fake belly. There's a pillow shoved up there. And she was rubbing it as a pregnant woman would. You know how a lot of pregnant women just rub their belly to show that they're really pregnant?
Wow, man. It sounds like you're in love with her.
Oh, boy, you bet. We went to dinner after that accident
Yeah,
because I needed to unwind.
I get it, man.
One guy didn't make it, despite my perfect CPR.
Yeah, did you have a broken neck?
He did.
You should have made it.
That's what I was saying. Anyway, we went out to dinner. She came back to my place.
No way, dude. Dude! No way!
Oh, yeah. Way.
Yo, then what?
Way.
Hold on.
We,
Yo.
I mean, it was
Hold on.
nuts. No, I won't hold on.
Okay.
Let's just say that she set my clock, if you know what I mean.
No way!
I'm talking all the numbers.
You like always pull all the wreckage babes.
Hey, I don't know what
In that role, you know, bro?
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Wow.
And we had sex.
Yo, after accident sex is always the best sex.
I know, but I'm worried because after an accident, everyone's so fertile.
No way.
Yeah, your
No way.
adrenaline's pumping, everything's working times 10.
No, Randy, you didn't. Wait.
I don't know, I woke up and she was gone.
Bro, what's that gonna do for the fire force if you are a dad?
I don't know, it's gonna be hard to juggle.
Really is. Alright, well, see you later.
Cut to 9 months later. We're gonna.
What?
We're gonna need you to go to 1700 Pennsylvania Avenue. There's a fire going
That's
on.
down the street from the White House.
There's a fire going on, and 10-4, you're gonna have to go there
Okay.
as the fire captain.
All right, I'm there.
The childless fire captain who never had a child to take over his life, and he is dedicated to the fire force.
My God, I'm the only one here. I'm the only one that can protect.
It's Father's Day. They're all at home.
Not for me. For me, it's Fire's Day.
Yeah, it's also Fire's Day. Good job, Randy.
You mean great job.
Great job, Randy. Randy, don't forget your axe.
Oh, the axe. I'll use the special one.
Randy, are you gonna bring the Dalmatian this time?
Sure.
He has to go potties real quick.
Get to the building. Yeah, I don't know what happened. It's crazy. I think there's somebody still up there.
I want you to take a seat, relax,
Okay.
shop.
Oh, you're breaking my neck. Oh, you're breaking my neck.
You're gonna be all right.
It's just like a really hot fire. So if you can just rescue me soon.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, Randy?
Clarissa?
Where's Sam?
Follow me. Careful. The floor is toasty.
Wait, there's a fire pole right here. My Dalmatian's upstairs. I love fire.
Are you a firefighter too?
I've always wanted to be one, but I'm pregnant.
For real though?
Yeah.
Prove it. Reach into your belly and try not to pull anything out.
Look. Don't touch it. You didn't ask. Freak.
I'm sorry. Is that my? What? Ooh. Oh my God.
Yeah, Randy, it's yours. Okay? It's yours. And it's probably gonna love fire like we both do.
That's just serial killer.
Are you saying you're the serial killer or I'm the serial
No,
killer?
there are 3 things that make a serial killer.
Okay. Fire.
They love
Fire
playing with
enjoyment?
fire,
Okay.
torturing animals, and they pee the bed.
A lot making
I mean,
sense.
that's a big leap, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what this little guy does.
Okay.
I'll call him Harry. Harry Potter.
Okay. I mean, I think we should talk about that. You don't get to choose the
No,
name
I
of the
think we
name.
should, I pick a name, I call it, you pick a name, you call it. A mommy name and a daddy name.
Okay.
My daddy name would be Harry Potter.
Okay.
What's your mommy name?
Condoleezza Rice.
And I will not give you any notes on that. It's a mommy name.
Yeah. Well, we have to see if it's a boy or girl, or how it wants. Okay. Bring it in.
It's gonna be hard for me.
Why? Because you're a firefighter? Well, now you're a father fighter.
Let's hear it for our improvisers. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much for coming tonight. We really hope that you had fun with book people.
What do we do with the points?
Yeah, you're gonna.
Did you ever like try to total them up? I totally forgot to get them to total them up.
I thought you were gonna.
Oh, I don't know. That's why I gave you Post-its. Maybe you do the work.
How many do you have, Evan?
There is a prize.
There is
20.
You have 20?
What do you have?
You have 20? No way.
No way.
Why have 10? That's impossible.
I hope you guys love counting,
There are numbers on them.
because we're ending on that. So
There are numbers.
Just us counting.
this is the big close.
The baby's ready for this.
10!
You have 20? I have 21.
Hey!
Let's hear it for our winner.
I am a 45-year-old woman, and to me, a good prize would be an emergency thermal blanket. Keep it in your car. You never know when you'll need to put it on to prevent going into shock. Yes, because you would hate to end up, with a firefighter or somebody.
Frigid.
Yes, it'll keep you warm on those frigid nights. So again, thank you guys so much. I know we ran a little long, so thanks for being, good sports. And yeah, it was a good time.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming.